Talking games.
If you haven't already done so, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Thanks. Alright guys, I had some people request that I do a video concerning the EVGA RTX 3090 for the Win 3 edition card. They wanted to see how the RGB lighting worked and how it changed based on the different settings that you're allowed to use in the LED sync application. So I've got LED sync pulled up and I've got my card as visible as we can make it here with the camera, so hopefully we can kind of synchronize all this and you can sort of see the changes as I make them in real time. So right now I just have it set on the static color selection. I had it set to white. I don't know, I like RGB okay, but sometimes I find it a little bit too much, so I had turned off the rainbow effects. But we do have various things. So we can do breathing, so we can select two colors with breathing. Let's say I want to do red and white, and let's see, it seems like it doesn't always. Okay, there, now it's doing it. Like sometimes you have to fiddle with the brightness setting, it seems like, before it'll start doing it. But you can see it's transitioning between red and white. If I change the color white to green and fill with that again, let's see what it does. So now we have Christmas color transitions. So that's working. So that's the breathing effect. We have the rainbow as previously viewed. That seems to be pretty much the default of the card sets, or it comes set on rainbow. Then we've got cycling colors, which you can choose what colors it transitions to, or through rather. You can change the speed on how fast it changes the transition. I guess that's pretty much the lowest, all the way up to a very quick transition. That might, I guess if you have susceptibility to epilepsy, don't look at that. Then we got rainbow wave, which honestly, okay, so that looks like it's kind of like transitioning the colors from the left side of the card to the right side of the card, versus rainbow, which is just sort of a constant transition between through different colors. But the wave is more of an actual, as they say, a wave starting with the color, and it kind of, you can see it sort of pulsates through the whole card. So that's cool. We got regular wave, which oh, well, that's kind of neat. I kind of dig that. I might start using that actually. But so you can choose a color here, and it will send that color back and forth just like the rainbow wave, except for it's a single color. We've got star, which looks like basically like little twinkling lights at random points along the card in different colors. Color stack. Let's see what that does. You get to choose what colors you want to use, and it looks like it kind of sends one to the left, one to the right, one to the left, one to the right, just overriding the previous color from one direction to the other. And temperature. So this is okay. So this is kind of neat. You can pick what color it's going to be based on how cool the card is running. So from 20 to 50, it'll be from kind of a bluish, and it'll start turning green, and then from green to red as it approaches 60 or 80 degrees rather. So mine is running at a very good temperature right now of 37 degrees as it's on idle, and thus it is in that range where it's largely blue, but you can see it's slightly approaching, where it would start transitioning to green. So that's pretty cool. So those are the different colors we can do, and then you have different LEDs on the card where you're able to do the same effect, or you can tell it to do them all at the same time, where you can synchronize them and they would all use the same color profiles. So I guess we can try to get a better look at maybe the back of the card. I'm not sure what this is yet. I need to look around and see if I can figure out what's changing when I do this, and then maybe I can demonstrate that for you guys. So give me a second here, and we'll see if we can figure that out. Alright, I've got the back of the card pulled up right now, because that's an easy thing to get the camera pointed at. With the card still in the system, it's kind of like, how do you physically fit the camera in there, But we've got, again, rainbow selected right now. That was an easy one to show up. I had it on static on, and I couldn't see it. Okay, I guess it is working, but it seemed like it was off a minute ago. I couldn't see the light on it, but now it's working. So I don't know, maybe when I booted up Windows, like, it didn't take effect. And breathing again, and we can tell it to change, of course, between two colors like we did before. So we could just say green and black or something weird like that, and you can see it goes off and on. So that kind of creates like a pulsating effect, which is sort of cool. And the rainbow color cycle. So I mean, this is the same thing as that we saw before. It's just doing it on the back of the card instead. Let's see how some of these things are affected. The wave. It's such a small, like it's not nearly as large as the front of the card, so the wave, yeah, like you almost have to slow it down to really see what it's doing. Otherwise it looks like the light's just kind of blinking on and off when it goes quickly like that. So that's not such a useful thing on that set of LEDs. And the star pattern. Okay, well, you kind of get the idea here. Color stack like it was doing before, and temperature, so it should be blue. Oh, sorry, I didn't take effect. Yeah, I turned it blue. So that works. Alright, like I said, the other end of the card, I'll try to get a view of some of the other portions of the card here, but like I say, it's sort of difficult with the card in the case and the way I've got my PC set up and so forth to get a camera up close to certain areas of it. So we'll see what else we can find here. Just give me 1 second. Alright, we'll see how this goes. This is using my 360-degree camera. It's small and I can fit it in there. So this is the end of the card. I can't find what this refers to. I don't see this anywhere on the card. I don't know what this is. It says 60 LEDs. I don't really know what this is for. I'm going to have to do some more research on it, but for this video, we're just pretty much showing how the software works anyway, so should be alright. But anyways, it's the end of the card. So the breathing effect, green and black, or green and purple or something crazy if that's what you're into. And the rainbow effect, color cycle, rainbow wave, standard wave pattern, make it yellow or something crazy. Whatever you want. That's one thing I do like about this, is if you do want to do a little accent lighting in your case without going crazy with the full quote-unquote RGB puke, as some people like to call it, well, you can do that because you can just choose one color or choose just maybe 2 colors or something. But in my case, I usually use like white or slight gold, which I think kind of goes nicely with some of the other stuff that I have. Well, I was doing that while I had the Titan in there anyway because the Titan was gold, but maybe now I will do something else going forward. Star pattern, color stack, and temperature. Like I said, I played around with whatever this is, and no matter how many times I changed the settings on it, I couldn't see anywhere on the card where something was different. So I don't know where that's at. Maybe it's maybe if the card was mounted vertically, I'd be able to see it or something. It might be on the underside of the card somewhere that I'm not seeing, but I tried to look at it from every angle and I was not able to find it. So hopefully this has been a useful video for those of you who are, again, looking at purchasing a For the Win 3 edition card from EVGA. There should be the same settings, I would think, for the 3080 as it is for the 3090, because as far as I can tell from every picture I've seen, they're identical physically. So hopefully that's useful information for you guys. That's how the LED Sync application works. It's within the Precision X1 Ultra. To use Precision X1 Ultra on a 30 series card, you have to download the latest beta version from the EVGA website. The version I had prior to acquiring the card did not. It worked with it, but it didn't read the number of fans that I had correctly. It was getting bad data, and it certainly did not work for controlling these LEDs. So once again, to acquire the latest edition of Precision X1 and the latest edition of LED Sync to control your For the Win 3 edition card, you must go to the EVGA website. You can Google EVGA Precision X1. You go there, you find the latest beta edition. They have them specifically spelled out that they're only for 30 edition cards. That's what this is for. Although actually, it may be correct that it only works with the 30 edition cards, because I tried putting my Titan in the system last night briefly. It was getting too hot in there, so I took it back out and I put it in my second PC. But anyways, this software did not see it, did not recognize that card. I wasn't able to change the fans for the Titan in this 30 series software. So it's quite possible it really only does work with RTX 30 cards. So bear that in mind. You might have to have 2 different versions of this software or something, depending on how many cards you put in your system. So anyways, appreciate you guys watching the channel. If you like the content, please thumb it up. Please leave a comment and consider subscribing for future content. I've had other people request information with this card concerning noise levels and concerning the how far I can get it to overclock. I did play with overclocking a bit yesterday, so we can kind of start screwing around with that. That'll be coming up in another video here shortly. So thank you for watching and have a great one. Later.